I had no bridges and then I burnt them all.
It's dark outside. I should be at home. Hey, no hard feelings, right?
Never, Joe, never.
It's all a game.
That I wouldn't say backfired because that implies that it went in opposite direction. It went in every direction. The barrel exploded. It went everywhere, and everyone's covered in gunpowder. That was insane. This is just so that you can film when someone batters me to near death.
So initially, the plan was to get Mallory out. We didn't know Joe was gonna give Mallory the crown, but we did say that would be a problem, that he would give it to Mallory, but we never actually thought it through. So when he did give it to her, we were in shock. But there's a lot of secrets, a lot of whispering and everything going on. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that the final go around was to get Justin out.
Buddy, I can't either. That's the worst part. We literally can't tell if we're playing some kind of twisted facade all day long. I don't know where I want to go. Stupid or just Joe wants to go home. Kidding me? I look stupid. I just gave Mallory a crown expecting to go home, and here I sit.
Oh, Joe, we're voting you off.
Joe, are you talking about how you're going to get voted off?
What? Yes.
You want to go? We'll vote you off this round. Don't win immunity. Plain and simple. Don't win immunity, we'll vote you off.
What if I want to win? Winning is cool.
So over it.
I want to go home, but I want to win.
At this point, I don't even know.
I'm at so many low points in my life right now. Winning that crown was like, I'm going to brag about that for 4 months.
So you want to
Hey,
say?
Joe, what sport do
I
I
want to
play?
stay.
I mean, everything's worked out. The whole voting Justin out. I mean, that was our secondary plan. We were gonna have Mallory out that round, but
Straight up, they just actually get Joe out this time. Like actually, like no funny business. Like just get rid of Joe. Or are we gonna be playing some kind of twisted game?
Let's play some Conference game because it's fun.
No, that was
I don't want Joe blowing it up again like that.
Yeah, that was messed
You
up.
messed it up.
this is just the vote Joe out round, so we don't have any more big explosions like that, and then I guess we'll move on from there and see what happens.
I mean, he clearly wants to go. Like, he legitimately wants to go.
Okay, yeah, we said that last time too.
I know.
But now that we know, we can switch up. So, do you think he wants to stay? No.
He's gonna pull out an idol.
I think he wants to stay. Oh, he wants to win. He wants to win, for sure.
Yeah, Joe's playing some kind
No,
of twisted
I don't
game.
think he wants to win. I don't think he cares about that. I think he just wants to make all of us look like fools because he knows he can. Or get top 2, whatever. Same thing.
We're Justin good. Did you leave?
I don't know actually.
Can you just feel like you want to get him out?
Joe?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to. Like,
I'm down.
I don't want something like that happening. My bad. But we can't. It comes down to challenges.
Karsten, he's like a really big influence. So even though, as much as people want to say that, oh, I'm doing my own thing, I'm not having alliances, everybody's following him or Mal. Let's be real.
I'm gonna cry. Uniform. You got 2 more people. We get Karsten. Yes. I told you. I'm done with Joe. You, me.
Who else? Wait, we got 7 people. Who else is me?
Karsten. Let's get Karsten. Yeah, Karsten. Hey, let's see what's but what if he wins immunity? No, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you want, okay? Trying to get Nicole and I back on, or getting on the same terms here, because we are not. So I'm trying to get it so that me, Hubba, and her vote for Karsten.
If I really wanted to, I could probably trust Mal, but I don't want to be another Thomas, so this is definitely not gonna work. So if I stick to myself, the less people are going to look at me. So if I'm with, say if I was with Karsten and the group that he'd be with, Mallory is like, it's like against Mallory and Karsten. If I be with one group, then this whole shenanigan, this whole group is gonna vote against me. And if I'm with this group, this whole group is gonna vote against me. But if I'm by myself, they're both not gonna just gang up on me because they actually have to have a real reason.
So cool, bro.
Because then he's just gonna.
I need a round to chill.
Yeah, same. For that.
He's gonna make us look like
idiots.
on stage.
I know.
Oh
hey, that was
God.
good TV though.
You right, bro?
We gonna get views.
I definitely feel Mallory's a little sketched out by me. I think she knows, but she doesn't want to believe it. But honestly, the first person that's gonna be going to get me out will be Mike. I'm the only other real threat to Mike in this game other than Mallory. And once we get her out, it would be just me.
They wanted to vote out Mike for a long time, but they don't really seem keen on voting Mike out now.
I don't really think Mike's been playing a social game. He's just been, last round, it was gonna be Mike until I saved him with the Thomas plan. This round, it was gonna be Mike until I saved him. Yeah, Mike hasn't been playing the game.
The thing is with Mike is he's the oddball and he doesn't really have anybody else around, so that's why we're kind of just keeping him around so that we can use him later, like use him throughout as an extra vote, and then later on when it gets time to it, like the final 3 or 4 or whatever, then eventually vote him off. Because he's strong. I mean, he's gonna make it far.
Not in any of the little clicky groups kind of thing. And so you don't know what they're saying is it's true. When they finally do bring you in, how much are they just telling you versus reality? Last time it worked out okay. I kind of got what they were telling me and it happened the way it did, but you never can tell with me. So
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable. I wanted to win the challenge. That's about the only way you can guarantee it.
Final 7 here. We're starting to whittle things down a little quicker now. Let's get on with it with the next immunity challenge pretty quickly. And this is a variant of a game that many people know as hide and seek. So, for this game, the way this is going to work is that each of you is going to have an envelope. And inside, there's going to be a copy of your name. For instance, this one of Nicole here. So, we put that in an envelope, seal it. One at a time, you guys will come in here. You will have 30 seconds, and in this room and this room only, Nicole will have to come in and hide her envelope as best she can in here. At the end of 30 seconds, you just have to put it wherever you are. If you didn't find it in that time, come back out. Each person's going to go one at a time, get to hide it. Then what will happen is we're going to put on the clock 3 minutes. You guys will all get to come in here at once and try to find these envelopes. If you find an envelope, you are done for this round. Take the envelope, go outside. You cannot look at what's inside the envelope. You also cannot grab your own envelope. So that's also, you wouldn't think that would be significant to explain, but you know, present company. Then everyone who has an envelope will one at a time open up their envelope. And let's say that, oh, Mike has this envelope, he opens it up, Nicole's name inside. Nicole is knocked out of the challenge. Nicole can't win immunity. So you have no idea whose envelope you're finding and knocking out of the challenge when you're going through this. Anyone who is left after all of the envelopes have been opened from that round is still in and can come back in for another 3-minute round to find as many envelopes as they can. This keeps going until all the envelopes except one have been found. The person with the last envelope found and opened is the winner of immunity. Go!
I found one. Do I keep going?
You found it. You are knocking his own player out of the challenge. Hubba found one. Hubba's heading back. Alright guys, gonna head on back. Not necessarily a penalty, but you guys are done searching for this round. In the first round, Joe, Mike, and Tyler did not find anything, but we have here, what was the order that you guys found in it? Nicole, you were first, right?
Second.
You were second, you were third, and you were fourth. Alright, so Nicole, you open your envelope first. You're the first person knocked out of the challenge today. Mal. Okay, Mal will still open her envelope when we get to her, but Mal will not be competing in the next portion. You cannot win immunity. Alright, Hubba, you open yours next. Joe. Joe will not be winning immunity. Joe breathes a sigh of relief. Karsten. Nicole. Nicole will not win immunity this round. And now, let's see who the last one knocked out is. Tyler. Alright, so, whose were not called then? I believe that leaves Hubba, Karsten, and Mike. So you three will still be competing in the next round here. Yours have not been found, so you guys will get another 3 minutes on the clock to go searching. That makes sense? Everyone else been knocked out, yours were found. Go. Alright, Hubba's done. Alright, so 2 of the last 3 envelopes have been found, and the one that hasn't been found yet will be the winner. So that comes down to either Karsten, Mike, or Hubba. So, Hubba, you found yours first. Open yours up. Alright, Karsten's has been found. Karsten will not win immunity, and that means Mike found Hubba's. Mike, you have won individual immunity for this round. Mike, you have guaranteed a spot in the final 6. Do you want to show everyone where you hid yours?
Whoa. Way back here. Did it start to rain when I was over here too? Yes. Yeah, flat. It's flat too. Alright, it's laying flat.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to go one around without having to worry about being stabbed.
How do you feel?
Good.
That's good.
Much better with this.
Yeah, I think you were safe anyway.
It's always nice to have it, just in case.
Mike, we bummed you out.
You're done. You're stoked, buddy.
You guys are jerks. You guys are just watching and observing. If that doesn't work, you guys didn't. We're gonna have to. You guys have numbers. You guys just got
I think this round Joe would probably be rid off, which gets things back to as normal as they can be, based on last time in the council. But then it's up in the air. I don't know which way the wind's going to be blowing at that point, so I'm going to have to kind of see that, play that by. Kind of probably on both of what I call the sides, the different aspects, different teams and cliques and whatever you want to call call him. So kind of in the middle, which is, I think, a good place to be right now, actually.
Anymore. He needs to get out. Get out of my way.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not playing anymore. Joe's gone.
I know, I was there standing right by yours. I slid my hand there. So upset. It's alright though. This round of immunity really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
It should.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all sticking to Joe. I really don't know.
Hey, buddy.
You really want to go home?
Are you? That's not even a question.
Bro.
Alright, that can be arranged.
Are you saying that can be arranged?
Yes!
I feel now that everyone is sick of me. They keep telling me they're going to vote me off. I have a really strong feeling that that's incorrect. But to throw it back in my face like that would be a power move, to say the least.
Mallory's looking at the other top two, Karsten or Mike. And I'm pretty sure Mike just won, so as of now, it seems like Karsten might be the one that goes first.
Right now, Karsten and Mike would be a big threat to me. And considering Mike has immunity right now, I would say Karsten is who we vote out now, just because he's a huge threat.
Joe's not a threat. Karsten is and also Mike has immunity. Joe's not a threat. Joe's not a threat. But what has he been doing? Okay, threatening us. Okay, yeah, but with that stuff, not with like legitimate stuff.
At first, we were all like, let's get Joe out after this. He's like doing too much. Blah blah blah. Let's just get him out the way. I'm like, bet finally, we can finally all agree on something. And then Mal was like, we're getting Karsten out, and I'm like, no. I'm like, Mal, no. Like, let's just get Joe out. She's like, no. Like, Karsten's a big threat. In my mind, I'm like, so are you, but.
Keep staying out. I'm tired of him. He's really annoying.
I know, bro, but Joe's not a threat. He's not a threat.
You don't know that? He won the last challenge. We're not doing physical stuff anymore. Think about it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't see him as a threat as much.
Okay, he's not a threat until he's final 3. And then he's a threat, bro.
Okay, then we get up against him and we do alliance that way. He doesn't want to be here anyway.
He's not really that much of a threat, that aspect, so why vote him out now when we can vote out somebody else who's a bigger threat? But I don't think that they're looking at the bigger picture here. I think it's kind of just like one round at a time.
Listen, he's one of those people, he's gonna sneak all the way up and then like switch up on us, bro. Look what he did, bro. Like, even though it was in favor of you, but like still, like he switched up on like everybody, and he'll do it again. If he wins immunity again, bro, I'm sorry. Like, he's just annoying me. Can we please just vote him out? Just after this one.
Hubba has a good point, but like, we need the majority.
After this one.
Hubba's gonna get Karsten and them to not vote Joe. I'm telling you, they're not gonna vote Joe.
They're gonna vote Joe, bro.
I would like to get Mallory out first, just because she still has potential, like very much more potential than the rest of the two. Like, and she still have Nicole on her back. Nicole is like a sketchy person too. Like with Nicole and Mallory, as we've seen from the first elimination round. Pro for voting for Mal. For one, you obviously don't have to worry about her, but that's for everybody. 2, you knock her off and all the extra power that she brings along with Nicole. So Nicole is a lone wolf now herself. The cons of knocking Mallory off, she can't help you knock any other big dogs off. Like, she can't help you knock off Mike or Karsten.
They're gonna vote Joe.
No, they're not.
Honestly,
No,
I
they're not, bro.
Who? Then who?
Because Hubba just said don't vote Joe, so he's gonna go in there and tell Karsten to vote Joe.
The reason I don't want to get Karsten out yet is because me and him have formed an alliance since since we got here. Like, since we were on tribe together in the beginning, we were like, we just like promised each other that, and like we stuck to it.
She's been with me since the very first. I have all my trust in Nicole and Tyler right now. I would prefer going to the very end with Nicole.
I don't know. I don't want to vote him out yet because I really don't want to look shady to like everybody, because I really have given my word to Karsten.
So the key is, let's try to get everybody on the same page here about Karsten, because Karsten's a huge threat.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to vote out Joe. And I'm like, why? Joe's not even a big threat. I'm like, why are we voting out Joe? Yeah, he skewed some stuff up, but he was that was the plan that he had planned the whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, bro, we can trust him, but at least
vote for whoever he wants to vote, and then us 4 people just vote against him. So that's the goal for this round right now. I'm also trying to locate this hidden immunity idol. Where the last one was in an inconspicuous place, right? That means like not super hidden. So I feel like that's how this one's gonna be too.
It's always been in the back of my mind, like, okay, maybe you should actually go and try to look for it now. But I don't think anybody's thinking about it, so I don't think it'll make a huge difference, even though they should be thinking about it.
I'll check in here one more time. Playing checker. What's the other one? The toddler room? If it was like right in front of my face when I was doing the interview.
What did you say?
I said, what if it was right in front of my face when I was doing the interview? That'd be funny. I'd be so mad at myself.
Mike or Mal has to go soon. I mean, like I said, this is just gonna be Joe. I don't think I really need his vote anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. And then one or the other, whatever works out.
As long as this goes as planned, and it's just Joe straightforward. Okay.
So what are you guys having pizza? I don't know. I'm just like,
I just don't want him to blow something up again. If he hadn't made the whole deal about Mallory, though, we could have voted Mallory out already. And then,
Starting to get trust issues a little bit, but we'll get through it.
huh? Did you hear that?
No.
I said, I think I have a granola bar in my backpack. That's all he's working with.
I just don't know what to think. Like, Hubba is just so on the edge. Every vote so far and everything we've agreed on, like, he's been there with me, but just, he's so on the edge, I just don't know what to think.
I don't know who I'm gonna vote for.
I guess I should probably check first. Mike, you don't want to give Mal immunity tonight, right? Okay. So, after 2 rounds of you having immunity, once by winning the challenge, and once through an act of God, how are you feeling at this first merged tribal council without individual immunity?
Content.
Content.
Content. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but I don't know. I feel like we're all on the same page for this one. If it all goes as planned and no one pulls any stunts, I think I'll be all right. If not, then congratulations, guys. You blindsided me, so hopefully that's not the case, though.
Hubba, do you think the person voted out tonight is going to be surprised?
no.
All right. Well, unless Mike has anything he wants to do with immunity, and it doesn't sound like he does.
Can I have the crown?
That would really mess things up, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh, what would we do?
I would literally quit.
I would just like be like.
It's a joke.
Wait.
Was it though?
Yes.
I don't know.
Gotta go. Shots fired.
Try our best next challenge.
Mal, what's happening here?
I don't know.
So did Mike just pretend he would give it to Joe, and Karsten came up with a real backup plan if we would vote for Mal?
Hopefully not.
No, we have other plans in the works.
You're right.
Can you go to me?
You have other plans in the works.
I know, but I just want to wear it.
That's all I'm saying about that.
All right. Well, let's get to the vote then. So
Apparently they're all voting for me.
I know, so we're gonna be just you can make whatever moves you want later.
Throw away a vote.
tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, Now would be the time to do so.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
Joe, stop it right now.
You kind of.
Oh.
No, it would not.
I don't know if
we
it
would have.
Bro, I would have just been like.
That would have sucked because whoever he voted for, that'd be it.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Who did
here we go. Read the votes. Person vote out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote, Joe.
What's the vote say?
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, at least it was a nice.
Alright. Second vote, Joe.
Joe.
2 votes, Joe. Third vote, Joe.
Joe.
That's 3 votes, Joe.
Oh, you guys were serious?
1 more vote, and Joe will go home.
What should be
It's
like?
not my card.
Tyler.
Yes!
That's
Good!
1 vote, Tyler.
I'm still in.
3 votes, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
I got this, guys.
You do.
I feel really good
Bro,
on
what
it.
if this this is it. This is it. I'm out.
Don't kill Joe's confidence over here. He's ready.
I think I'm still in it.
5th person and 3rd member of our jury.
Oh.
Brandon, was that you?
Bro, those are solid eyebrows.
No, it was
You did it,
Those are like some
Alright,
solid
Joe,
eyebrows.
the tribe has spoken.
I'm shocked. My disappointment is immeasurable. Can I get parting words?
You want me to?
Okay. Which camera's filming?
What? No, we'll go record those after.
Oh, okay.
You have to leave first.
Yeah.
Get to leave.
Yeah, he kind of kicked you out.
That's fine.
Stand
I'm not hugging you, I voted for you.
Yeah, he did want you out. Don't forget that.
That's what's up. That was the saddest. Okay, whatever. Bye, guys.
Tired, bro.
Yeah.
Alright. And just like that, Joe is out of the game. He's been freed, like the genie in Aladdin. And now, the final 6 is ready to play.